Ella, get off your phone and go help your grandmother.
Fine. Hey, Graham.
Ella, be a doll and help me reach this.
Okay. Is this it?
Oh dear, I haven't seen these in years. Some of my old letters.
They're all from George Egbert. Who's that?
Just an old friend.
Interesting.
Back in my day, before we had all your fancy gadgets, this was the only way we had of long-distance communication. Take these!
What are you doing?
Come on, let's take a journey.
Whoa, where are we?
Shh, we are witnessing history.
Dear John, remember the ladies and be more favourable and generous to them than your ancestors. Do not put such unlimited power into the hands of the husbands.
This is Abigail Adams writing a letter to her husband John Adams, who is currently at the First Continental Congress drafting the Declaration of Independence. Back in the day, letter writing was the only way for people to communicate across long distances.
That's cool.
But in 1844, a single message revolutionized history forever. Let's go!
Who's this dude?
Meet Samuel Morse, inventor of the telegraph and Morse code system. Telegraph messages are sent using a code called Morse code, which uses a series of dashes and dots to send messages across long distances. Here we can see the first telegraph message ever sent.
You don't understand Morse code. What is he saying?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough. Hurrah! We've sent the first telegram from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore.
Samuel Morse revolutionized communication, and his invention of the telegraph impacted history in innumerable ways. Let's take a look at a famous telegram.
Let's go. Whoa, what's going on here?
The Americans just received news of the interception of the Zimmerman telegram. This was a message sent from Germany to Mexico proposing an alliance against the United States. In fact, this was one of the main reasons that the US decided to enter World War I.
The Zimmerman telegram? I vaguely remember Mr. Orne talking about that.
Who's Mr. Orne? Anyway, the telegraph revolutionized communication. It changed how wars were fought, how news was spread, and even how normal people conducted their everyday business.
What happened next?
Hold your horses, we're getting there!
Where are we now?
We're back in 1876, when the first telephone call ever was made. Here we see Alexander Graham Bell speaking with his assistant, Thomas Watson.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
By golly, it worked!
Repeat the message just to make sure.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
We've done it!
That looks nothing like an iPhone.
Have some respect! This was one of the biggest breakthroughs in human history. Imagine where you'd be today without the telephone. The telephone allowed people to communicate instantly across long distances. Ever since its invention in 1876, the telephone has been continually evolving. Let's take a look.
Okay. When are we gonna go home?
Oh, come on, Ella, just a few more minutes. Let's see how the telephone has evolved throughout history. Starting in the early 1900s, people used the candlestick telephone.
You know Jay Gatsby? I heard he killed a man once.
In the 1960s, the touch-tone telephone began to pop up.
What are you talking about? Ringo is definitely the cutest, and you know what they say about drummers.
The cordless home telephone came around in the 1980s.
Have you seen the new Star Wars movie? Luke Skywalker is totally dreamy.
Cell phones became a worldwide phenomenon in the 1990s.
Have you heard of this thing called the World Wide Web?
We were supposed to be home for dinner 10 minutes ago.
Let's go, kiddo!